I have to learn. But most actors are deep down little insecure, and then we make a show.
विक्रम वेधा fans और critics को impress कर चुकी है over the weekend. And recently, to talk about the film, Saif Ali Khan and the director duo Pushkar Gayatri sat down for a group interview where several questions were asked about the film. Firstly, Saif Ali Khan was asked, in the film, your character was the only one who was shown as an honest cop. What do you have to say about that? As we expect only good from cops.
Well, actually, I think बहुत ही interesting subject था क्योंकि ऐसी अब तक 56 से ले ऐसे characters आ रहे हैं जो cops हैं और encounter specialists हैं और उसकी morality थोड़ी questionable है कि ये film उसे examine करती है एक अच्छी तरीके से. तो वो character का arc जो हम कहते हैं कि एक तरह एक कहीं शुरू होता है और बाद में कुछ experiences के बाद उसकी thinking ही बदल जाती है. और वो जो climax scene है जो मेरा character कहता है कि वो लकीर कहाँ है जो हमें क्योंकि पूरी film लकीर के बारे में. So that's one of my favorite scenes. एक पुलिस वाले के दिमाग में क्या समस्या है, क्या प्रॉब्लम्स होंगी, ऐसा ही कुछ होगा शायद ना कि एक सोच कहीं और थी और बाद में कुछ रियलिटी कुछ और हुआ. तो इट्स अ लवली स्टोरी अबाउट थॉट and philosophy of a cop in a way,
Then Saif Ali Khan was asked, you're now completing 30 years in the industry. How the process of yours of choosing roles has changed as we have seen you going towards intense roles more?
I feel I've had a certain kind of mindset maybe. Luckily I think exposure, open, and so the thoughts are current. Shah Rukh once said to me, people don't get old, their thinking gets old, first. So if the thinking is a little, it helps maybe. Choosing the parts or being, like doing maybe Sacred Games when it was offered. Somebody said, oh, you're doing, a heroine said to my manager, is he doing TV now? So to understand the difference between Netflix, Sacred Games and TV, for example, and to embrace that or to be open to, I guess you're known by what you choose, right? When I come across, I think interaction is important. When you work with other people, like I've worked with Shah Rukh and it kind of changed how I thought, and I worked with Hrithik and it kind of reminded me a little bit about the business, how we should approach it. And if you leave me alone, I get lazy and I kind of just love it. I go to work and come back and make pizza and just, life's great. It's a good phase. I think of myself as an actor. I love the fact that we could do like Tanaji and it was great and play with Eban, and then in my mind when I see the visual of the movie and I see Vikram standing there with that white t-shirt and the gun in his hand in the rain or whatever visual, is very different to the Tanaji visual or the Sacred Games visual. And just to say those three also makes me happy. So that's what I think I've tried to do subconsciously really, is to try to play different parts, and hopefully if the audience and the industry support me with that, and we support each other with that thought, and I get to do more of that. That's how I see my career.
Even the director duo had so much interesting things to say about the film.
I think how it does in the box office is now in the hands of the larger public, and all the indications are good. So like how it proceeds over the weekend, we will know exactly. But I think audiences have always ruled in terms of what filmmakers need to do. Especially when it's a film which is mounted at a certain scale. And we should never ever underestimate our audience. That is the key thing. I think for too long the industry has always told us that this is what the audience expect, but the audience have always surprised us by saying like, you give me what you think we expect, and they don't like it. As long as we keep delivering something which is interesting, which is somewhere with one foot out of the box, the audiences have always responded in a good way. So that's any filmmaker's hope is that.
And another thing is, I believe in audience word of mouth. I mean, when they get excited about something, they tell other people. So that actually really helps. I mean, so that word travels, you know, if they get excited, it travels and it helps. And we hope that's happening. I mean, actually, it looks like it is happening.